Team, you ever had one of those moments where you completely lost it? I mean, maybe you're snapping at your coworker, your friends and family, you're lashing out at your spouse, you're lashing out at work, and it really seems that your emotions is running the show and you don't have any control. Don't feel bad. Don't feel bad. I've been there before. We've all been there. But I want to tell you, those who stay cool, calm under pressure, those who don't allow stress to eat at them, they've actually developed a skill. And in this video, I'm going to go over 3 steps on how you too can develop that skill. Let's get to work. A while back, I was at work. I was really frustrated. We had deadlines piling up, emails flying in, and I was barely holding it together. Plus, you have your personal life dealing with. And then one of my friends texted me talking about, "Are you free? Hey, are you free?" And I just snapped at myself. I was like, "Free? I got all this stuff going on. What do you mean free?" And this kind of frustrated me. It left me in a mode of saying, "Why can't people just leave me alone?" But then later I calmed down in my self reflection mode and I asked myself the particular question, just one question. Why did that tiny message set me off? Why did I go left on that message? And that's when I realized I wasn't mad at my friend. I was overwhelmed. I was frustrated with myself for not setting sound boundaries. And here's the crazy part. Here's the crazy part. Most of us, we don't even realize when we're stressed. We don't even realize when we're frustrated or anxious until it's at the last minute, till things just explode. So, how do we actually develop the emotional self awareness? And it's real simple if you try these 3 steps, but simplicity doesn't mean easiness or lack of work. You have to put in the work. So, the first thing that you want to do, you want to check in with yourself daily. And it's easy to do this. Everybody has a cell phone. Pull out your cell phone, and I want you to set a reminder, set a note reminder, set a email reminder, set a calendar reminder. And you want to set this reminder 3 times a day. One time a day, maybe, but 3 times a day will lock it in. You want to say things 3 times. That sets a psychological imprint in your mind. So you set this 3 times a day and you ask a simple question: how am I feeling right now? Now, I know this sounds real basic, but most of us, we never stop to check in with ourselves. We never pause throughout the stress of the day, throughout the drama and trauma of the day. We never stop and pause to check in with ourselves to see how we're feeling. And if you don't notice the stress building up, if you don't notice the stress that's piling on top of the other stress, it's going to overflow just like a volcano. You know how a volcano loses its top? Everything starts with the rumble, pressure and stress building up, and then all of a sudden, pop. Second thing that you want to do is you want to ask yourself 3 times the question, why? Now, what this does, it opens up your mind to find out the root cause of that particular feeling, of that particular emotion. Whenever you feel an emotion, don't stop at the surface. I want you to ask the question, why? So, for example, let's say you're getting irritated at work, right? You're irritated at a coworker. But then you ask yourself, why am I irritated at this coworker? Well, the answer to that could be because they sent a last minute request. They sent the last minute request in. But why did they send that last minute request? Well, the reason for that is because you're already overloaded. So that's why you feel that pressure. That's why you feel that emotion. That's why you feel that angst and you're irritated because they sent the last minute request because you're already overloaded. But why are you already overloaded? Why are you overloaded? The reason you could be overloaded is because you haven't set sound boundaries. Boom. There it is, right there. Now you found the root cause of your irritation, and the real problem isn't them. It's your lack of setting boundaries. Now, that is something that we can fix. Third thing that you want to do to develop an emotional self awareness is understanding and knowing your emotional triggers. Certain things can trigger us over time. Some things like criticism, negative feedback, feeling ignored, being rushed in our deadlines, in our projects. You start noticing patterns because once you know your triggers, what happens, team, is you can prepare for them instead of reacting to them blindly. Imagine this. Instead of snapping at your business partner at work, you catch yourself thinking, wait, hold on. I'm not actually mad at them. I'm just exhausted from my day. Instead of feeling anxious before a meeting, you recognize, oh, I always feel like this when I'm unprepared. Let me fix that. Now, once we figure out our mistakes, we can then go back, make the necessary adjustments to be able to move forward and be better than where we were from yesterday. And this is how you stop your emotions from running your life. You are in control of your emotions. You are the master of your destiny. And it is time for you to start taking in the driver's seat. Now, here's your challenge. Can't leave you without a challenge, team. Can't leave you without a challenge here. So, I want you to do is set a reminder for your phone right now, morning, afternoon, and evening, just to check in with yourself. I want you to drop a comment and tell me what's one emotion that you have been struggling with lately, and let's talk about it. Don't forget, next week, we're going to tackle one of the biggest emotional intelligence skills. How do you actually stop that emotion from spiraling out of control? Now, trust me, you don't want to miss this. So hit that subscribe button, hit that notification, turn on your notifications, share with your friends and family, and I'll see you next week. Until next time, remember the self-work is the best work. So let's get to work. Peace.